first they're telling us that it's because of Putin's price hike, but apparently it's really, if it wasn't about that, it's that Biden is leading and he has to show us he's leading. How's he leading? Well, remember this?
With regard to food shortage, yes, we did talk about food shortages. And it's going to be real. The price of these sanctions is not just imposed upon Russia. It's imposed upon an awful lot of countries as well, including European countries and our country as well.
That's leadership, people. Food shortages are coming, and we're putting the sanctions on that are causing them. Leadership 101. If you look in the dictionary under leadership, it has Joe Biden's confused face. But you know that the state of all of this is whacked out when even on CNN, the fictitious cartoon network known as CNN, when even Democrat activist Jake Tapper has to acknowledge that some of this is BS.
We were covering inflation long before Putin invaded Ukraine. Inflation in the United States in the last year is preceded this attack, and some people hear the president and the White House blaming all of this on Putin and think that's just not accurate. That's just not factual.
Hot diggity damn. Can we send Jake Tapper a gift basket? What do we got? We got some Florida orange. We're going to send him a copy of the book. Tapper, you got one right. I lost a bet. Who knew? It's not just CNN. Then there's this mental institution, MSNBC, with that racist Joy Reid. They're even acknowledging what's going on. Look at this image. Look at this. Up. All the stuff that you don't want up, you'd want down right now. And generally speaking, you'd want down unless you were a partisan maniac. Everything's up. Gas is up about 50%. Used automobiles, I mean, this is insane, are up 35% because we're not producing enough new ones. Hotels up 25%. I know all about that as I'm trying to go on tour right now. Airfare, I know all about this one too, about 24%. Furniture and bedding, 16%. Meat, poultry, and eggs, you guys all know this when you're going shopping. Everyone sees it. Major appliances are up. Cereal, baked goods, about 10%. This is all obvious, and we know it, but it has nothing to do with them on one hand because this is Putin's price hike, but also Joe Biden's in charge, and he has to show people he's in charge. None of it makes sense. So, people, what is the thing that ties today's show together? You can either believe that these people are in charge and are doing a good job, or you can believe that they are in charge, but actually it's Putin who's really in charge, or you can believe that they are intentionally wrecking everything, or some version of all of those things. Or you can take a little responsibility for your life. You can perhaps somehow in your life do what Elon Musk is doing in his life. And I know it doesn't sound quite right. It's like, wait a minute, this guy's like a trillionaire. He's sending Teslas into space. He's going to Mars, all of this stuff. It's like, I'm in no way related to Elon Musk, but he is one man. He is one human being, and he started doing something. So whatever it is in your life that you can do, whether it's you start growing some food in your backyard, which they don't want you to do, whether it is that you cancel Disney Plus, that they don't want you to do, whether it is that you get your kids out of public school so they don't believe these clowns when they say this nonsense, that would be good. There is a whole bunch of stuff that you can do. You can stand your ground. You can call out their BS, and you cannot vote for Democrats. You do not have to be a Republican, but you cannot be a Democrat. That is the message, and spread that to your friends and start getting some balls. Really, more than anything, I guess that's really what it is. Start getting some balls. Today is post-woke day 1.